Hello, this is Rabbi Kleibud coming at you with short 2-minute videos to help you have the most meaningful and uplifting Rosh Hashanah of your life. In the previous video, we spoke about the significance of the apple and how it became such a symbol for the Rosh Hashanah days. Today, I want to talk about the dynamic duo, the honey. See, it's funny because in the Torah, when it talks about describing the land of Israel as a land that's flowing with chalav, udvash, milk, and honey, according to most commentaries, the honey is actually talking about silan, date honey. So why did it become our custom to use the bee honey on Rosh Hashanah when we dip the apple in the honey, make the bracha loud and clear? Why did it become so customary, so ubiquitous that we're using the bee honey? I think possibly the following explanation could help us think and frame our upcoming days of Rosh Hashanah. The bee has to fly from flower to pick up that sweet nectar in order to produce the honey that we use. But the bees, in order to do that, while it's doing that act of taking the nectar, it's also doing an incredible act of giving. Because as it's taking the nectar, a little bit of the pollen from one flower gets stuck on its hairy back, and it goes to the next flower and the next field in order to take more nectar, and some of that pollen from the previous field and flowers go on to the new ones and create something magical called cross-pollination, which is exactly what keeps the growing world of flowers alive, due to the bees wanting to take the nectar. In the world that we live in, everyone on Rosh Hashanah is getting a calculation of the acts that we do in life. In the world that we live in, we have to take. We're constantly taking for ourselves, for our family, our paychecks. We're shopping and we're taking in the world. We have to take. But we want on Rosh Hashanah that in every act of taking, we're doing it in order to give back, just like the bees are taking the nectar. But by that act of taking, they're actually giving to the world, allowing more flowers to grow and grow. On Rosh Hashanah, we should all be able to tap into this and be able to say sincerely and authentically to our Creator, to Hashem, that yes, we have taken a lot, but we're doing it to give to the Jewish people, to our families, and to the continuation of the Jewish tradition. I'll leave it at that for today.